Interactive mixing using a Wii Controller. This is a short demonstration of a system that's been designed to allow a person to mix a multi-track piece of music using gesture controls while holding a Wii Controller. The GUI is shown here. It's separated into 4 areas. Top left is in track mode, we then go to reset mode, and then followed by master mode. When we're back into track mode, there's a number of parameters we can control. There's pan gain, EQ, compression, phaser and overdrive. Reset mode allows us to reset the parameters, and in master mode we have gain, compression, reverb and tempo. These are all changed using buttons on the controller. In the bottom left hand side we have a white screen which shows the position of the Wii Controller in 2 dimensions, representing horizontal and vertical motion. Now, soloing out the drum tracks on track 2, you can see that moving the controller up and down and left and right has control over the pan and gain of the track. If we now go and look at the Ableton Live screen, and we just have a quick zoom in on track 2's pan and gain, we can see the motion control of these parameters. Now back into EQ. Now EQ is quite a hard parameter to control. This was done by drawing the waveform in the air using the Wii Controller, shown there. So we can get a high pass type of graphic equalizer curve, and then sort of more of a low pass curve there, and we can reset it so it's blank. If we move to compressor, and then we go down to the compressor control in Ableton Live, we can see the graph there. If we switch it on, we've got horizontal motion showing the threshold, changes the threshold, and vertical changes the ratio. We can also change it so we have control over the release and attack as well through horizontal and vertical motion. Moving on to the phaser. Here our vertical motion has control over dry and wet of the mix, and horizontal is the rate of LFO. We then change it onto our advanced mode, again using a button on the controller. It gives us control over the frequency of the first notch and the amount of feedback. So the display there represents the horizontal and vertical motion. Once set, we move on to overdrive. Again, we have control over the drive and the tone, and then if we change it onto our advanced mode, we get control over a pre-filter. Now from here we can change tracks, and we can focus on track 3, which is the bass, and we solo that. And we can again adjust the pan and gain of that to our required setting. Now looking at EQ for that, we put on a sort of a boost on the high frequencies. And put some phaser on there. Again, bring back the rest of the mix, and we can move down each individual track and again perform similar actions on them. Now if we look at the master, we can again control the overall gain of all the tracks. Just put some compression on, and then add reverb as well. We also have control over the tempo, so we can speed the track up and then return it to its original tempo. And then reset, we can reset all the changes we've made, and again back to our blank canvas. We've also developed an alternative EQ following testing by users. They found it difficult, so we've implemented this form where you move 3 points on the EQ graph to get your desired equalization.